Good morning, everyone. Myself Prashant Patil. Today we will see next point or new point of subject data structure of topic array and hash table. Before starting new points, just we recall the previous lecture points, which are two-dimensional array. Also we discussed initializing two-dimensional array. Also we discussed the example of two-dimensional array. Today we will see new point. The new points are linear data structure. The second point is that non-linear data structure. The next point we will discuss storage representation of array, and the last point is basic operations of an array. The first point is linear data structure or linear list. The data structure is considered to be linear if the data elements construct a sequence of linear list. The elements are adjacently attached to each other and in a specified order. Means here all the elements must be stored in a contiguous memory location. Actually, linear data structure are easy to implement because computer memory is arranged in a linear way. Its examples are array, stack, queue, linked list, etc. The examples are stack and queue. First, we will discuss about stack. Now see in the figure, stack is there. Actually, stack is a linear data structure which follows a particular order in which the operations are performed. The order may be LIFO, means last in first out, or FILO, which is first in last out. There are many real life examples of stack. Consider an example of plates stacked over one another in the canteen. Now see in the figure, at left side of the figure, one empty stack is there. When stack is empty, then top is set to -1. Means that top is equal to -1 indicates that stack is empty. Now see carefully, one end of the stack is closed and another end of the stack is opened. From open end, we can insert and delete the elements from the stack. Now we will see different operations of stack. The first operation is that push operation. Before pushing the new element, first top is incremented by 1. Initially top is equal to -1, then +1, means now top becomes 0. Then we will insert the first element from one end. Actually this end is called as top end. After insertion of first element, I am going to insert the next element, which is 2. Before inserting second element, first top is incremented by 1. First top is equal to 0, now top becomes 1, means top plus. Now top is at position 1. Afterwards we will perform the push operation from the top end, which is called as push operation. After insertion of second value, then we will insert third value. Before inserting third value, first top is incremented by 1. Now top become 2. After increment of top, new element will be inserted, which is 3. The basics of stack, which is last in first out. As we know that LIFO means last in first out. Last element is inserted which is going to first out. The last element is 3 which going out first. Afterwards second element will be removed from the stack. Then afterwards first element will be popped out or removed out from the stack. The second example of linear data structure, which is queue. Actually queue is another type of data structure. Here all the elements are placed in contiguous memory location. In the queue we will insert the element from one end is called as rear end, and remove the element from one end which is called as front end. See in the figure, the first person enter from left side and goes to the right side. Likewise, all the peoples enter from left side and out from right side. Means here the queue has two ends. One end is called as front end and other end is called as rear end. Basically, this kind of scenario we seen in cinema hall at the time of purchasing the tickets. Also seen the exam form filling line, etc. Then we will see the next point. The next point will be nonlinear list or nonlinear data structure. Nonlinear data structure does not arrange the data continuously, rather it is arranged in sorted order. In this, the data elements can be attached to or more than one element exhibiting the hierarchical relationship, which involves the relationship between child, parent and grandparent. The nonlinear data structure, the traversal of data elements and insertion or deletion are not done sequentially. Now see in the figure, all the elements are not placed in continuous manner or contiguous manner. These all elements are placed like hierarchical manner. It's a tree-like structure. Now see carefully, the first element is stored one node. This node is called as root node, or which is called as parent node. The root node has two children, element 2 and element 3. Likewise, here element 2 is considered as root node of children 4 and 5. Here 3 is root node of children 6 and 7. Means here all the elements are not stored in continuous manner or contiguous memory locations. The next example of nonlinear data structure, which is graph. The graph contains number of vertices. The vertex first, which contains the value 0, the vertex second, the value contains 1, then 2, then 3 and then 4. All the vertices are connected with each other by using edges. Actually, nonlinear data structure utilizes the memory efficiently and does not require the memory declaration in advance. There are the two common examples as we seen here, tree and graph. A tree data structure organizes and stores the data elements in hierarchical relationship. Then we will see next point, which is storage representation of an array. An array is a data structure which can store multiple elements of same data type, which is called as homogeneous elements, under a single name or under one name. In another way, we say that array is a collection of variables of same type, all of which are referred by a common name. A specific element of an array is accessed by an index. The declaration of an array is done as data, means data type, then space variable name with size. For example, integer is a data type, array ARR is a name of the array, and subscript, which is 5. 5 is the size of an array. By this above statement, we are declaring an array numbered as ARR and which can stores 5 integer elements or 12 integer elements. The size is specified in square brackets, which is called as subscript operator. Size must be given when an array is declared. Array name is an identifier which follows the rules of writing an identifier. Because each integer element takes 2 bytes, so this array declaration reserves 24 bytes of memory for the array during the compilation. All the elements of an array are stored in contiguous memory locations, which the first element accessed as array name 0, the second array name is 1, and so on. In our case, it will be array of 0, array of 1, array of 2 up to array of 12. The first element of an array start at index 0 and the last element at index array size minus 1, which is 12 minus 1, 11. Now see in the figure which contains 12 number of elements which are going to be stored in contiguous memory locations. Actually, indexing start from 0, 1, 2 up to 11. 0th index is called as lower bound and highest index 11, which is called as upper bound. Now see in the figure, 200 is the memory location of location 0. Afterwards, 9 element is stored at location 1, which address is 204. Means here the memory required for single element, which is 4 bytes. Basically these 2 bytes, 4 bytes basically depends upon the 16-bit, 32-bit and 64-bit. First we will take, see in the figure, first we will take an empty array. The indexing starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 11. Now here array holds 12 number of memory locations. Initially array is empty. Now we will perform basic operations on array. The first operation is insertion. Adds an element at the given index. Insert operation is to insert one or more data elements into an array, which is based on the requirement. A new element can be added at the beginning, end, or any given index of an array. Here we see a particular implementation of insertion operation where we add data at the end of the array. The second operation is that deletion. Deletion an element at the given index. Deletion refers to removing an existing element from the array and reorganizing the element of an array. Then next operation is that search operation. Searches an element using the given index or by the value. you can perform a search from an array element based on its value or its based on index. The next operation, which is update an element at the given index. Update operation refers to updating an existing element from the array at the given index. The last operation is traverse. Traversing means print all the array elements one by one. Now I am going to apply all the operations over here. The first operation is insert operation. The insert element 11 at index 0. After insertion, new element 11 at location 0, array will be looks like. Now we can see here insert element 9, 17, 89, 1, 90, 19, 5, 3, 23, 43, 99 at index 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 11. Means all the elements here inserted into the array memory location. Now I am going to perform the operation delete. Now delete element 19 at index 6. Means we can here perform the delete operation on a particular index, which is 6. The next operation is that searching element using index. Suppose if you want to search element 90 from the index 5, this 90 element is compared with location number 0, which contains element 11. Means search value or search element 90 compare with 11. 90 is equal to 11? No. Then goes to the next memory location. Again 90 is compared with location number 1, which contains the element 9. 90 is equal to 9? False. Then goes to the next memory location. Likewise, I am going to compare search element to all the memory locations. If 90 is compared with location number 5, element 90, then number is found. The next operation is update element using index. Suppose if you want to update the element, the particular location, then we can use here the update operation. Then we will see the last operation, which is print operation. The print elements using the index. Suppose if you want to print all the elements of an array, then we can use here the index. All the elements are printing from index 0, index 1, index 2 up to index last or 11. Means here the first element is displayed 11, then 9, then 17 up to the 99. Thank you.